To tell us more about some of the less known bad habits is Dr. Barbara Vella from the Dubai London Clinic. Doctor, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on. Now, you are, of course, here to make me and a few others like me embarrassed about some of our frequently repeated bad habits. And it's not always the lack of awareness. Most of the time, it's just carelessness and ignorance. At least I would say that.
So you can't justify it already. Let's just work out where it's going wrong.
All right, so let's start with the one that at least I am most guilty of, which is high heels.
So a lot of women do wear high heels, and I must say that look quite good on them. However, if the high heels are worn more than 40 hours a week, women who wear them so often get shortening of the calf muscles and thickness of the tendons of the feet, and as well it can deform the feet. There was a recent research which was published in Journal of Applied Physiology in March 2012, where they shown that actually there are changes on the muscles and feet, and the women, when they don't wear high heels, who usually wear them, walk completely differently. So yes, it does damage our feet and legs and back and posture.
That's good news.
It's not great news, is it?
Yeah, it's
not great news, is it?
But if you reduce wearing your heels for less than 40 hours, let's say 10 hours a week.
Less than 40, okay.
10
so
or
I'm
20 hours a week.
My hours, yeah.
And exchanging
I'm just going to walk lesser. Let's just keep it that way.
Keep sitting in the high heels.
I'm just going to sit.
The sofa for most of it, so you can take them off then, can't you? Actually, don't. Also, listen, what about handbags? Now, you might want to just block your ears here.
It's like the show's about me today.
We were going to bring out Ashes, but you'd need a crane to remove it from out the back there. Heavy handbags. Now, I see this in school playgrounds all the time with children and their satchels, but also women seem to overload their handbags.
Yes, they do. They leave the house at 8 in the morning or 7, and they don't come back until the evening, so they tend to bring with them the extra pair of shoes, water, notebooks, laptops, and everything else. Makeup kit, and they tend to wear it only on one shoulder. Now, that also is not very good for our health, for the posture as well. It gives a strain to one side of the body. The body doesn't swing completely or normally when they wear like 5 kilograms on one shoulder. So maybe they should unload it or wear it on two shoulders.
Or maybe shift it to another shoulder after like
regularly shift it on the other shoulder, but still some women wear, sometimes I carry a couple of kilograms. It's not so easy for the body.
But what sort of injuries are we talking about here?
Well, strain of the muscles of the neck and shoulder. So wearing a handbag on one side and then you're trying to balance your walking or posture on the other side. So definitely straining of one side of the muscles of the body.
Okay, another very dangerous habit which a lot of women out there in the VT also mentioned about is sleeping with makeup on, because we spend a good 30 minutes putting it on. It takes probably less than 5 minutes. It probably takes less than 5 minutes to remove it at night, but sometimes we tend to not to. So how bad is that?
Well, if it only happens once in a while, I guess nothing bad will happen. But if this is a regular habit, the makeup, which can be quite heavy and mixed with the oils from the skin, can clog the pores and keep the dirt and the oils next to the skin. So as a response to it, we can get, or women can get, acne and clogged pores and even some allergic reactions. Same applies for the eye makeup, because there are a lot of glands around the eyes next to the lashes which can be closed and clogged with the makeup, so it should be removed before the bedtime.
We've got about 30 seconds left, so just time to get one more in, and one that has been mentioned time and time again: emotional eating. No new addition to the list, but one that you see quite regularly.
Well, women tend to respond to bad feelings with eating a comfort food, where we should respond to hunger to eat the food. And the food which women choose are usually the food which brings more calories, like chocolate and things like that, because it makes us feel good. So one should identify triggers and try to sort that out rather than eating comfort food.
That's interesting that you mentioned there, the triggers, because I suppose that could be adapted to all of these. If you're a little worried, if you see those triggers, if you know you're committing these ills and causing yourself problems, then best to seek advice from your doctor, yes?
Correct,
okay.
Yes.
Okay, Barbara, thank you so much for joining us. This is definitely a huge eye-opener for me and a lot of women out there. I mean, unfortunately, but yeah, I mean, most of us are guilty of this. So if you'd like to find out more about anything that we've discussed right now, do log on to our Facebook fan page, facebook.com/Studio One Live.
Yeah, also, if you'd like to get in touch with Dr. Barbara Karin Vella as well, then her link is up on our page. Thank you. Now, time to get back into the kitchen, where, of course, we can catch